Hey everyone, it's Morpheus324 and we're back at it with the Walther P99 by Maruzen. I'm not sure how to obviously pronounce the name, but there it is right there. This is a 24 round magazine. So this pistol was my first gas blowback pistol. It's one of my favorite guns that I've had. This is a fully licensed Walther replica, and it was actually one of the first, and I believe this pistol is around 10 years old. It's one of my favorite pistols. It's got everything you want from an airsoft pistol, but obviously it's going to be showing its age, and I'll kind of go over that now. So the biggest obvious thing that you guys can see right now is it doesn't have a tack attachment point right here. Most newer guns have rail guards and allow you to put flashlights and various other things onto your gun. It also does not have a red dot optic mount, which most pistols of this day and era do, but 10 years ago that wasn't really a big concern. So this is the James Bond gun, and that's one of the reasons I originally got this gun. It's a overall really nice pistol. It weighs around 1.6 pounds. A really nice gun. Some of the areas that you do notice the age is it has 300 to 340 FPS, which back then was really good for a gas blowback gun, but now it's kind of going bye-bye as far as that goes. But one of the biggest selling points for this gun, specifically back in the day, is it actually had an integrated hop-up, which a lot of guns didn't have an integrated hop-up at the time. And let's see if I can remember how to take this apart. It's very similar to a Glock, in where you pull this down and then slide it forward, but I think I need to put the trigger in a different position. I think it's right there, maybe. I haven't done this in a while, so there we go. Okay, so you have to decock it and then take it apart. So here's our internals, which are oddly very similar to the real version of this gun. And if you look at the inside, you'll also notice it's very similar to a real gun's internals. But our integrated hop-up is actually right there. I can't really tell that it does that much. It does improve the accuracy of the gun, but overall, I'm not seeing a noticeable change to the accuracy of the weapon overall. This gun is a beautiful gun. You can't deny that. The ergonomics is just impeccable. Walther has a reputation of having great ergonomic guns. This one is definitely evident of that. With the next gun after this gun is the PPQ from Walther, and then the newest gun, which is the Pro PDP, which is the newest weapon. The newest weapon amplifies on this grip, has red dot sight, and has a tack rail, and then you can get it in various sizes, full size, compact, etc., etc. So this one is the first version of a full size firearm, not the biggest as a PPQ would be in their full size for the Navy SEALs, but it's a really good sized weapon, not too big, fits in your hand really nicely. I'm about 6 foot tall and it fits perfectly for me. It also has really nice sights, as you guys can see right there. I'll go ahead and fire it and show you guys how it looks. We do have a 2-stage trigger. I'll go ahead and make it safe real quick. So our 2-stage trigger, there's our first break and our second break. So very similar to the Beretta M9, and then it has that first wall and then a second wall. So our first shot is gonna be a really long pull, and then the next shots after that are pretty quick in succession. So as far as the follow-up shots, it's a great weapon. That first shot, especially with this trigger of this age, it's kind of, you don't know, but it's still pretty good. We'll go ahead and shoot it and see how it shoots. And that was all 24 rounds, which was another big selling point for this gun. A lot of airsoft guns at this time didn't have big magazine, or it didn't have a hop up. And so this was kind of the best of both worlds at the time. And so this is a really great firearm overall. And then we actually got a really nice mag release too. That's really simple. So I can just touch it right there and bang, I'm back in action. Also, another really cool, since this is a fully licensed replica, it has a decocking button that you can actually push, and it will actually shoot the BB out of the chamber. Just make sure you're in a safe direction when you do that. So overall, this gun is really nice. If you love the Walther P99, or if you love James Bond, I would highly recommend this gun. If you're into cosplaying, I would recommend this gun. Would I recommend it for a field play today? No. This isn't very accurate, and it's a pretty heavy weapon for not being very accurate. Something like a Novrich M23, or Mark 23, excuse me, is definitely what you're going to want to look at. For $150 with a great responsive trigger, great accuracy, you're able to go full sniper build if you want a quiet mode with it, have it single shot. It's amazing. So this weapon really isn't very capable in the modern field, but has a great pistol 20 years ago or 10 years ago, and 24 rounds and a hop up. It was a great weapon back then. So that's my overview for the Walther P99. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. And we got a huge amount of new guns in. I'm gonna do another review on an AK-47 with a wood stock and wood foregrip. And then we have a Noveski M4, which is gonna be a killer rifle. I'm so excited. And then we also have a EMG Helios sniper rifle, which I didn't think I would like at all, but I absolutely love it. So if you guys want to, you can like, share, and subscribe, and I'll keep making videos so you guys can keep watching. Thank you guys. Bye.